Good morning, guys. Welcome to Bigfoot and Coffee. I'm your host today, Charles Mills. Guys, check it out, man. We got a really cool stuff to talk about today. Pretty funny thing. I'll get my phone. Soundwave just sent me. Um, I'll show it to you. You guys are gonna like it. Anyways, let's get rolling, guys. All right, let's get started today, guys. I'm sorry, man, but Soundwave had me rolling this morning already. Cac, what's going on? I see you, Floyd Randall. Hey, V, what's up, man? Donnie, Les Snow, the man. What is up, everybody? So, yeah, Cac, what's up? I see you. Johnny Luke, what's up, my friend? Hey, last morning. Odillo, what's up, man? What's up? So, yeah, dude, Soundwave this morning, man. He had me rolling. Whitney, what's up? What's going on? Um, I gotta show this to you guys, man. I have to. It, oh man, it's hilarious. Hold on, I gotta, I gotta do this, man. You guys are gonna love this. All right, there. Now this is what I'm talking about. You always hear me talking about. What's up? Oh, okay, never mind. You always hear me talking about these fake channels. You know what I'm saying, guys? Look at this. Hold on. Oh man, I want to blow this picture up. Here, here's a picture of supposed Bigfoot. That is that is so hilarious. Okay, super hilarious. That ain't what they look like. Oh man, I was busting up laughing this morning. Soundwave man, you had me. Listen, man, you had me laughing so hard this morning over that. Did you like the pic, dude? Listen, I was sitting there kind of just, hating my life this morning, and you made it a little bit better, Soundwave. That was good, you know? I really enjoyed that. So, anyways, guys, welcome to Bigfoot and Coffee. I'm your host today, Charles, and those guys. I am drinking black silk this morning. What are you drinking? Drop a comment below. Let Outdoor University and me know what you are drinking today. Guys, let's go ahead and get the morning prayer rolling. Yes, my hair's looking like crap. So sorry, you know. Dear Lord, I thank you for the day that you have allowed us to have. I thank you, Lord, as we go forth in this day that you have created. I ask that you guide our feet into purposes that glorify you. Lord, I ask that you look after those who are stuck in addiction of any kind, the sorrowful, the downtrodden, all those people who need a pick me up, Lord. Put somebody in their life today, Lord, okay, that is going to help them, who is going to enlighten them. And for all of those who don't know you, Lord, make yourself known, manifest yourself to them some way in their lives. In the name of the Lord Jesus, amen. All right. Oh, yeah. That was a good one, Soundwave. Yeah. So, there's no 360 this morning. Um, I didn't go and put it out. Um, had to pay some bills yesterday. So, I'm pretty broke. Um, so, I didn't want to really waste uh, gas money on getting out there, because I have, you know, very limited funds right now. I just had to pay some bills, the internet, some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Work hasn't been coming in like it normally does. And yeah, I mean, I'm getting a little bit worried, you know, but I'm sure the Lord will make a way for me. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, keep that. Um, I don't ask for prayers much, but keep, my financial situation in your prayers. That Lord makes it, that the Lord makes a path for me, okay, to make some money so I can continue doing this and live and pay my bills, you know? So, anyways, Floyd Randall says, Night Chief, what up? I thought it was funny also. Yeah, dude, you know, it made my day. I'm not gonna lie to you, Soundwave. I seen that and I don't know why. It hit me so hard I just started laughing. I mean, I just started busting up laughing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know anything about it. I read something you said something about it was running at him or something, you know? Um, yeah, it's pretty good. It's I just thought, you know, um, Les Snow says prayers for you, Charles. Thank you, man. Thank you. How's Nova doing? Let's get a Nova update and a Ryan update if we can, guys. Okay. Um, also, hey, for the kids, uppercut. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Floyd. Thank you. Um, I don't know if you was on Floyd. Guys, Floyd donated $100 for the OIP project. Floyd has done so much for the OIP project, guys, that I want to take a minute and talk about that. Let's drop some TYs for Floyd. Floyd, big ODU hug to you, Floyd. Thank you so much, Floyd. All right. Floyd, really, really. Thank you so much. It means so much to me, and it means so much to the kids. Okay. The store, the merchandise, and stuff like that. That's where the OIP project gets most of its money. Okay. We haven't even had one this year because the store is down. Okay. The store is just, you know, I couldn't. Who's this? I can't answer it right now. I can't answer that. My brother. Um, the store's down. Like I said, keep me in your prayers, guys, because money's been really tight lately. So the store is through Shopify, okay, and it's $40 a month, and I couldn't pay it, so I got to get caught up, get the store back up and running. But Floyd, thank you so much for your donation for the kids. Matter of fact, I need to write that down because I really want to do something here. Hold on. The first year we did the OIP project, guys. Listen, man, that picture looks like my ex mother in law, Hillbilly Simpleman. What's up? Yeah, that's funny. Um, the first year we did the OIP project, man, it was successful. There were some local businesses that invested, a little bit of money and donated some stuff. Um, I really want to get it back up and running because there's a lot of kids out there, man, that just they don't have a dad, or they do have a dad and he's just working too much or whatever, or parents are just letting social media and video games, run their raise their kids. We got to get more kids out there, man. Get them out in the outdoors, teach them about nature, respecting our planet, stuff like that. It's important to me and it should be important to you. Okay. So, Floyd, a personal thank you, man, from me to you. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate everything that you've done for that OYP project. Okay. Because last year, it was you that pretty much saved that project. Okay. So, Floyd, hands down, man. Thank you. Um, so I don't know if we're gonna hunt today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. Tom's coming over today. Um, I usually spend, Sundays, with my buddy. Um, we usually do some fishing. So what? Urgh, life, life. Sometimes you just get one of those moods, man. I'm telling you, yep, smartphones are great and all, but they are becoming the death of all of us. I agree with that, Tack. Walk around, man. Even when, listen, I said this a while back ago. Me and Dillo, we were over by file 118, and Dillo, you might remember this. Remember that couple that was walking on the hiking trail, and they were both looking at their phone as they're hiking in nature? What is up with that? You're totally missing nature, man. You're there to hike in nature and look at stuff, and you're on your phone. You know, it's sad. It really is sad. So, anyways, um, I might do a night hunt tonight. I'm not too sure. I'm probably gonna wind up holding off until Thursday for for a hunt, because that way I can go set the camera for Friday night and do a hunt at the same time. Okay, so I can kill two birds with one stone. Because I can't leave the camera out there for too long because the phone batteries just ain't gonna do it. Okay. And yes, I have a little battery charger that plugs into the phone, blah, 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 but I can't just leave it out there and something else happen and, it get, wet. Yes, I watched that video, Soundwave. That's what Les Snow says. So, I'll probably wind up doing it then, but who knows? The Lord works in very mysterious ways. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and yes, I'm talking about the Lord a lot lately today. I mean, I'm just grateful, to be here today, man. I don't hardly ever go out to eat, but the other night, I did. Hey, Johnny Luke. Ooh, the tomato fund. I forgot about that. Johnny Luke donated $5. Big ODU hug to you, Johnny Luke. Yeah, because we do need them. We have to keep up on that. Okay. I totally forgot about the bobbers in the quarter. I totally forgot about that. So drop some TYs for Johnny Luke. Guys, listen, I totally forgot about that until Tax said something about it. So maybe they took those and then they left that little square thing that they made. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so maybe we are, and I hate gifting. I think it's stupid. I think it's unproductive. You know that, okay? But we have to go down every avenue, okay? But hey, maybe it is working. I'm not always right, okay? I'm not always right. You know, I'm probably more wrong than I am right, to be honest with you. But maybe it is working. And if it is, we need to keep that up. Stephen Missy, what's up, man? So we need to keep that up and keep that, two-way communication, if you want to call it, back and forth. Yeah. Even less dude said he forgot about that. I totally forgot about the bobber and a quarter until Tax said something to me. And I was like, oh man, you know? And another thing I want to say while I'm remembering it real quick, off track here. Um, Guys, if I got a little uh snippy the other night on Bigfoot and beer, I apologize, okay? If I offended anybody, I wasn't trying to offend nobody, okay? Um, so crap, I just got called out. Gotta go. Love you all. Have a great day. All right, Dave P. May the Lord bless you today and follow you and guide you and protect you. Dave, you have a wonderful day. I think it will make them trust you more, Johnny Luke says. That's what I'm talking about. If that's happening, then that's what I want to do. Big difference between the ones at Whistler's. Oh, I agree. I agree. There, listen, that would not work at Old Man Whistler's. I'm telling you right now. They wouldn't even touch it. They would just not even go over there. They wouldn't care. Okay? That we know for a fact. Because we've tried. We've tried. You know? They're a little bit more aggressive at Old Man Whistler's. I think the difference is they've been interacting at the geosite with um, people for a very long time. Okay. I told you, man, like 5 generations it's been in a family that property has, you know? I mean, her dad knows about him, the grandfather knew about him, She used to trade rocks, painted rocks when she was a kid. I told you guys about that, you know? The geosite lady, every time I talk to her, I learn something new about her. She's actually a pretty nice person. And she knows that, I'm not a PETA fan, but she's an animal lover and an animal protector. She accepts the fact, that I'm a deer hunter, and I eat fish and I eat deer meat, and I accept the fact that she doesn't, you know. We get along, pretty well. Um, so, Darla, good morning. Andy, good morning, brother. What is up, my friend? What's going on? You know? So, probably going to get out, I don't know, Thursday, I'm assuming. I want to go to Old Man Whistler's, but I have to get to the geosite ASAP. See, the geosite's further away than Old Man Whistler's. Old Man Whistler's ain't far from me, but the geosite is. So, um, Floyd, how's it going? Andy says, okay. They might become very protective of the geo lady. Oh, yeah. If, yeah, pushed him to, oh, I'm sure they would. I'm sure that if I, you know, put my hands on the geosite lady in the woods, they would probably rip my arms off. They would probably come to her rescue. They probably would. They know who she is. Let's put it that way. Um, and here's something for all of you, but especially you, Soundwave. Yesterday, I did start working on part 2 of the geosite sounds. Okay, just so you know, we're probably gonna do that on Bigfoot and beer. Okay, Grumpy, what are you doing back here? Flumper, Grumpy, he never comes behind the bar. What's back here? There's weird stuff happening today. I mean, I'm telling you, crazy. At the exact same time this morning, I woke up, my alarm and went off, and my sensor in the backyard went off for deer. So exactly the same time, like bang. I was like, wow, that's kind of weird. Exactly at the same time, you know, it went off. I wasn't really sleeping. I was just kind of twilighting, anyways, you know, contemplating on getting out of bed, you know. So we're gonna get probably do the tomatoes, I guess. Maybe we'll do the tomatoes and something else. I don't know. Maybe some beads, you know, like some Mardi Gras beads or something, you know, uh, because they took the bobber. I mean, wonder what they did with it, you know? Wouldn't that been awesome if we would have had a tracker in that, like an air tag inside that bobber? I wonder what would happen if I stuck an air tag right there. Just put an air tag there and see if they took it. We don't have those, but you know, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? That would be crazy, you know? I left sardines for Bigfoot last night. First time I had to go check and see if they were eaten. Did they eat them? You got to be careful with that. The coons are going to just destroy those. Raccoons are going to just maybe put Pedro's stuff out. That's why I want to build this rapport. That way they'll do the puzzles and leave them instead of just taking them. You see what I'm saying? I want to know the dexterity. I want to know their intelligence level, and those puzzles are going to give us a really good, um, base on that. Okay. I forgot how great that video was, Charles. I watched it twice the other night. The deer carcass is still amazing. Yeah, ain't it? Yeah, yeah. That was a pretty good video. I wondered if they ate uh, canned tomatoes. I don't know if they will eat canned tomatoes. I, look, I know they eat tomatoes because she plants them purposely. She's got a whole garden that's just hers. She doesn't even eat out of it. I know that she grows green beans in there, cucumbers, tomatoes. I don't know what else. Something else in there. I don't know if that's spinach or a root. I don't know what the hell it is. Something else in there, that she does grow in there, What's going on here? Yeah. I have to make a phone call really super quick. I hope everything's okay. What's going on here, man? What is it? Hold on a minute. I'll call you back in a minute. I've fed them peaches, and they definitely like the peaches. Okay. I've given them dates. I've given them lychee fruit. Oh, okay. And fed them peanuts. That's what Mr. Duffy 81 says. Okay. All right. Huh. Hmm. Yeah. I don't want to do just food though. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want them to expect, every time it be food, because that's not going to get Pedro's puzzles down there this year. That's what I want to do, man. I'm telling you. It's going to give us a good baseline. It's going to give us a lot of information. You know what I'm saying? It truly is. So yeah, we're gonna have to cut this short today, guys. think I got some family issues happening. And I've tried. I drew a picture of it, but I got no response. Okay. Andy says, "Did you have good luck with the peanut butter last time?" Um, yeah, they didn't like that peanut butter last time. Remember? Yeah, they did not like it. Scott from Gooden's Auto, what up, my friend? What's going down? You know? Um, my brother, something's going on, man. What the hell is going on? I will see if I can find some kind of nice shiny things and mail them to you for the geo site. Yeah, something flashy. I'm thinking like maybe some beads, like some Mardi Gras beads or something. I don't know. You know, they got all that kind of stuff at the Dollar Tree. You know what I'm saying? Um, just anything. You know what I'm saying? To really pique their interest. I think it depends if you're dealing with juveniles or adults on what you leave. I agree with that 100%. I think the juveniles are going to be a little bit more um, curious than the adults. The adults know, hey, people are bad, stay away. You know what I'm saying? How goes the recovery, Scott? Yeah, Scott, how are you feeling, man? Gooden's Auto, how you feeling, buddy? I hope you're feeling well. Going well, thank you. Okay, good, 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 good. I'm really, 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 really glad to hear that, man. You know what I'm saying? Um. So, anyways, I think that's about it, man. We're gonna cut this short today, guys, because I've got I got something happening here that I'm gonna have to address. Well, hope it's not what I think it is, but I'm telling you, if it's not one thing, it's another. You know, with life. You know. Awesome, Scott. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I'm glad that you're doing well, Scott. I really am. You know what I'm saying? Um, Still think they are saving money for the casino trip with Charles. Yeah. Yeah. You know. So, all right, guys. So, anyways, take your kid fishing, guys. All right. Invest in the youth of this country. By doing so, listen. By doing so, Jeff Meldrum, Dave P, Bigfoot Curse with Jeff Meldrum. You can go on a Bigfoot cruise with Jeff Meldrum and Dave P. And I'm not kidding. All right. All right. Okay. So, all right. I'm sorry. Anyways, by investing in the youth of the country, you're actually investing in yourself. Okay. Think of that freedoms you have in this country is because of that. 216-632-9385. Guys, depression is real. You're not feeling yourself? Call me. You call that number 216-632-9385. That phone right there rings. Okay? Listen, I love every single one of you. If you take it in the woods or the water, leave with it. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? I love you, and I'm Charles Mills with Outdoor University, and I will see all of you in the great outdoors.